I have no idea what the hell this was meant to be or what they were trying to achieve from it, because clearly money wasn't the thing they wanted, because it's a pile of fucking trash. Yes, the Borderlands movie as you know it is utter garbage, and you should definitely not waste your time trying to watch it like I did. Yeah, where to start with this abomination? I don't even know what the point was, because they changed the story drastically from the games, and I don't know why. I mean, it's pretty basic in story, Borderlands, especially the first one that has nothing there, so why would you even make a movie in the first place? I don't really know. But they chose to anyway. Where to start? Right, I am just going to cut in here because I'm about to spoil the whole story of this movie, just so you don't have to watch it. Yeah, just so you don't have to watch it. So yeah, fair warning, if you for some reason don't want it spoiled and you're going to go watch this piece of shit itself, it's very bad, don't recommend it. I'm about to spoil it all in the next section, so yeah, it's going to get spoiled for you, you're going to find out why it's so fucking bad. From my point of view, it's a fucking trash piece of shit. Right, back to the main video. The premise of the story is Atlas wants to open the vault on Pandora, you know, like the first game, except the head of Atlas isn't like some kid, you know, like the General Knox thing, it's some Corpo dude whose daughter is Tina, and at the beginning Roland's breaking her out, and he breaks out Krieg as well, because Krieg, for some reason, you know, locked up by Atlas and not killed like any other psycho. Breaks her out. Lilith is then sent to go collect Tina. Yeah, don't know why. Lilith's not even on the planet. They're not even any vault hunters trying to open the vault by this point, which is crazy. I mean, there's not even opening part by Marcus. Let's just start with that. It's opened up by Lilith the whole movie, and I don't know why they keep pushing things behind Lilith. I really don't like her character. I've not liked her character since the pre-sequel, to be honest, because she's always portrayed as a kind of a bitch, but oh well, let's carry on. Yeah, so Lilith's sent there. She tries to get Tina, and then for some reason the Atlas Corporation is also trying to kill Lilith at this point, rather than, you know, trying to work together with Lilith to capture the daughter, which would make more logical sense, but logic is not in this movie. So they end up going together and they all decide to open the vault, because apparently Tina is the daughter of Iridia, or what bullshit they're trying to paint, for fuck's sake. Yeah, so Lilith doesn't know she's a siren by this point, you know when they, from birth, they have tattoos. It displays in every game by this point. This story follows absolutely nothing from the games, really. I mean, it doesn't even have looting in it. It has few guns shown, but it never demonstrates why the guns are of such value. Oh, yeah, it's fucking trash. The only good part was the bus ride with Marcus, and he's trying to promote vault hunting, because it's the only thing that felt some like the game. But everything else in this movie is utter garbage. But yeah, they start working together, looking for the vault keys. All the vault keys are really small for some reason, and they just make a bigger one that's not even as big as the one in the games. Lilith can find them for some reason, obviously because she's a fucking siren. Roland nearly dies, you know. A massive explosion goes off in the tunnel while he's fighting off a bunch of psychos. Bloodshots. Well, they tried to make the Bloodshots out as a horrific psycho band in this. I'm pretty sure Borderlands 2, they're just another marauder group. But they try to make them off as like these complete and utter deranged psychos, which is fine. But as there's no blood or gore in this film, nothing happens, and they all just get knocked off screen or shot to death. So, you know, that's cool. Roland nearly dies. He just, you know, passes out under a few bodies when he cuts to him later. Sadly, he did not die. I mean, the casting in this is fucking awful, to be honest. Even Jack Black as Claptrap is pretty bad, to be honest. They could have just used the voice actor for Claptrap. It's not like you need a big name behind every character in this. You could have just made a solid action movie with some nobodies if you wanted to give them a chance. But no, they picked a load of high-level actors that didn't work together and barely put any effort into the job. Because why the fuck not? Right, yeah. The reason Claptrap turns up is because Lilith lands and he gets activated again, and he just pesters her and follows her everywhere. You find out later he was programmed by the mum to let Lilith know into the story when she goes back to her house to tell her she's a siren. How convoluted is that for a shit movie? Don't even ask. What else? Yeah, obviously Thingy's not the daughter of Iridia. She is a clone of some Iridian though, which is fucking weird. Tina's barely like Tina. I mean, I think she could have been if there's a bit more put into her acting and made her a bit more insane. Because Tina is batshit insane. Like, when you first meet her, she's like What is it? She's doing the little like children's rhyme and she blows up the bandit. It's like a great entrance. But in this, she just tries to kill Lilith with a bomb. She doesn't even mention like, I think she kind of mentions the badonkadonks, but she's not got that like whole sexual innuendo behind it, obviously, because she's pretending to be into all this stuff because she's a kid. There's not even any Scooter in this film, which is really disappointing. He's like one of my favorite characters. He's hilarious, fucking amazing.
Herein is Scooter's poem for you, Daisy. Here we go. Daisy, I like you a whole lot. More than that bandit likes spooning that robot. You are a diamond in the rough, or a flower surrounded by shrapnel-ass stuff. I will hang myself from my own tombstone if within you I cannot put my bone.
Wow, this is really, could you excuse me for a second? Thanks.
But no, he is in it. He's like for like one shot at the end because he's wearing the signature hat. God, I'm paying trying to even remember this film. I've tried to black it out for a week just to cleanse myself of this abomination that they call fucking anything. This is probably one of the worst films I've actually ever watched. It's just so boring. Not even like bad funny either, so you can't even go for that route. It's so boring, not funny at all, and there's barely any action. And when there is, it's proper shit. Oh, where was I? They start working together. They get all the vault keys. Tanith is helping them. Apparently, Tanith knew Lilith's mum for some reason. Tanith doesn't even look like Tanith. That's great. She's also a shit actor. That's good. After they get all that, Lilith tries to contact the Atlas guy. Well, she doesn't. She destroys the thing, and the Atlas guy turns up anyway. And then it looks like Lilith's betraying Tina. She isn't. That's when she finds out about Claptraps was sent by her mum. Tells her she's the thing. Blah blah blah. The rest of them get to the vault. Try to open it. Turns out Tina's not the thing. The daughter of Rudia. The bad guys turn up. Then Lilith turns up. Turns out she's got powers now. Tries to fight everyone. She gets like the full Firehawk powers from the set for the third one, with like no experience earned and no boost from like Iridium like in the game, so she had to get it from. She gets beaten up by a warship. She kills pretty much everyone. She gives everybody invulnerability shields. That's another thing. Nobody has shields in this for some reason, like in the games. The only guy who does is the Atlas guy, and then the fake shields that Lilith gives everyone. Really fucking weird. And for some reason, the main bandit guy's mouthpiece from the third one, and not like, you know, Sledge, which would have made more sense. The bandits are so like they say a few lines from the games, which is fair, but there's no what do you call it, oomph behind it. It just seems like they're just like shouting the lines of no. When you're insane, you go for every ounce of it. These guys didn't seem the same. They just seemed like actors just saying these weird fucking lines. It was bad. Yeah, so they pretty much kill the bad guys. Then he grabs Tina at the end. He's like, open the vault for me. And they go in the vault. It's a really small vault. It's not like the game. And like, the monster doesn't come out like in the game, which I was really hoping for. No, they just go in. Lilith taunts them for a bit, and then he gets killed by some tentacles, which isn't the monster. It's meant to be the vault monster. Then they leave. And then they save Pandora and they go back to Sanctuary, because that already exists in this, and it's not something, you know, the Crimson Lance set up in the second one. It's just a shit film. And the reason I'm telling you the whole plot is so you never have to watch it. It's just so awful. It's generally a boring action flick. Like, you can't even get into, like, oh, maybe the action's good. No, it's not. It barely happens and it's shit. Like, there's a whole driving sequence where they're just driving away from the thing. They drive for a fresher, which would be entertaining, but it's just like, every time it cuts to the other things, they're just driving so slowly, and it's just like no real pace in this part. It's so bad. And then any fighting sequence is shit, because there's no blood and gore. How could you take blood and gore from Borderlands? It's literally an 18 in every game, but they thought a 12A would be good for a fucking film. What is the point? Oh, I don't even know. I don't know what corporate fucking idiot came behind this and thought this was a good idea. Then Gearbox like, yeah, let's make more shit from our franchise, because it hasn't been going downhill since Borderlands 3. Fucking Christ. Gearbox are just as much to blame for this than the actual people who thought this was a good idea to make. If this was my IP, I would not let this happen to it. It's the same with the Halo show, but this I feel like is much worse. I don't know, the Halo show is just as awful, but I don't know if I could have the strength to watch it. I'm glad it's been cancelled by this point, and I hope they don't ever fucking make a Borderlands 2 movie. I hope they don't even try to make a Borderlands 2 movie. I mean, you don't even have looting in it, you don't have shields, you don't even have fucking Brick or Mordecai, you don't have the main crew, you just try to pick some fan favourites and some actors that people may like, just to make a film that you think might be good, but you put no effort into it. What was the fucking point? It's a trash movie. Nobody will ever buy the Blu-rays. Nobody will ever buy the fucking digital copies if they ever release them. It's just a fucking garbage film, and no one should fucking watch it. It's so fucking bad. It doesn't even the plot of the first Borderlands is more interesting here. And anyone who's played the first Borderlands knows how boring that fucking game was for the plot. The only thing that made it part was some of the characters, like Scooter being very entertaining, or like TK Belha. It's just, what was the fucking point? That's it. There's not even like TK Baha, Zed, it's all these people that are like, the characters make Borderlands. That's what it's always been about. Yet you take out most of the characters. This is what happened to Borderlands 3 for me as well. That's why I don't like the story of Borderlands 3. They take out most of the characters, do no development for the story, and act like they know their own universe when they don't. But anyway, yeah, Borderlands movie, fucking trash. Don't watch it.